guys, it's Box Mom here, and today we're doing recycled materials, and I have a McDonald's recycled cup holder, and I thought, what can I do with this? So I'm like, I need to hold my sensory bottles. So I'm using gesso, which is like a primer, and I'm gonna put a coat of gesso all over it. This will help hold the paint, so I only have to paint it once instead of 4 or 5 times when I'm using acrylic paint, because cardboard seems to just eat up all the paint. And you know, preschool teachers, we just don't make a lot of money, so let's just try to save it. So I just, you know, have more time than I do money, so it's just easier to prime it first. And I usually do the bottom and then the top, that way I can paint it wherever I want. So I think I'm gonna do maybe a lilac, and I think I'm going to do an orange. So with that, I wanna soften it a little bit, so I'm adding white, and that will usually give me a lighter purple. So now I'm just gonna go and paint the outside of the cup holder a softer purple. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to start getting my orange ready to paint the inside of it. And we always have sensory bottles in our classroom, but they really never have a home. So this way we have a home for our sensory bottles. So I thought this would be a good way to carry them. So now I'm mixing my orange and I'm adding some white to soften it, to give it more of a pastel look. And now I'm just going to paint the outside of the cup holder container. And now I have a two-tone colored cup holders. And that is my second one that I did, but for today I'm just going to focus on one. So I grabbed some stickers, and alphabet stickers and number stickers, and I put them inside using some simple glue just to hold them. And I kind of randomly just placed them everywhere inside the container. I kept them mostly on the top, not the bottom, only because the sensory bottles are going to be sitting in there most of the time when they're not in use. So after I stuck the letters and the numbers in there, I sprayed them down with an acrylic sealer from Mod Podge, and that kind of put them in place so they didn't move around. And I kind of went back later on and did it again. Now I moved on and I found some lace. It's just kind of some arrangement fiber fabric lace. And then I found some Christmas kind of confetti, and I started randomly just putting these little confettis everywhere randomly on both sides of the container along with the lace. And then here I'm using the sealer again to secure the confetti on both sides of the container. And after I sprayed it, I used Mod Podge, and this was just to give it a more of a 3D look. So the icicles looked like they were coming out of the box, I guess, more of like a 3D illusion. But I didn't really focus on that too much. So now I am using my glue gun, and I'm attaching the fabric. I like this fabric. It's really fun. It kind of reminds me of like a boa. It's just fun. It's out there. Something I think the kids will gravitate to, and it's kind of a sensory thing too. It's fluffy, and it's also fun to look at. I'm finishing hot glue gunning the fabric around the cup holder, and I'm doing it all around the cup holder just to give it that even look. And it also covers up any kind of painting errors that I've made. Instead of going back around and fixing it and making it perfectly symmetrical all the way around, this will actually cover any kind of flaws that you had that you didn't correct the first time around. So I kind of like it for that reason too. but it's also fun. So I'm finishing that up, and it took me about 10 minutes. The glue gun is pretty hot at this point, so I start using a scissor, a part of the back of a scissor to act as my finger, so I don't get a 3rd-degree burn. And if anybody's using a hot gun, they know how much it hurts. So this is the last piece that I'm using, and here are the scissors. I'm pressing pretty gently just to get it just tight in there, and the glue will kind of finish drying without grabbing the scissors and gluing the scissors to the actual cardboard. But again, this creates that fun, exciting look to it. And I just love just how it's all coming together, and I really wanted a home for the 2 sensory bottles that I had made. So once the fabric is finished and it's dry, then I thought maybe I would get some stones. These stones are heart stones, and I got these at, I want to say Michael's, and they were like 50 cents off. 50 cents, I believe. I really don't buy anything that's full price. They're usually marked down. But again, I used the hot glue gun, and I just kind of put them on the corners, and then they had smaller little hearts, the little gemstones. So I started putting them on each of the little snowflakes just randomly. They had a light pink and then a darker hot pink. So again, I just started putting them randomly all over the little snowflakes, and I just thought this was aesthetically pleasing, and it just kind of brought some more fun to the McDonald's cup holders. And the sensory bottles also have sparkles to them, so I just kind of thought that this would all tie it all in together. But again, I use the scissors so I don't have to use my fingers and I don't have to burn myself. It tends to work. So if you do have some children-sized scissors to use, it's a lot safer so you don't burn yourself. And I'm just adding probably one more stone here. And I think I'm going to add another stone probably to both of the ends just to tie it in all together. And this is the finished look, and that's the side and the other side. I just really like how it's just kind of all just came together, and the alphabet and then the numbers on the other side, and I put a couple stones on the inside of it as well. Not so much on the bottom, just because again, that's where the sensory bottles are going to go. And as you can see, this is where the sensory bottles go. And as you can see, they shimmer and they sparkle just like the holder. And these are my winter bottles. That is our cloud and our shimmer bottle. And now they have a home and they have somewhere to go. So when the children take them out of their holder and they shake them and they calm and they soothe, and when they're done playing, they can put them back where they go, and they can carry them around from center to center, and then they can put them back where they go at the end of their learning station. But I like how it comes together. I don't know. What do you think? Aww. I still have another one that I should probably work on, but I was trying to figure out how I was going to decorate these because I've never decorated one of these before. But I don't know. What are your thoughts? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Or what bottles you would like to see in them, or what decorations or what ideas you might have for your cup holders, or share your cup holders that you've decorated since seeing this video. I would love to see what you've done. All right, well, thanks for joining me, and this is Box Mom signing off.
Sorry ass DJ.